Okay, in this video, this one's going to be a little bit more complicated. This is another kumitachi practice with Bob Kanker Sensei. There's a lot of intricate parts to this. There's some danger zones within the technique, so you want to pay really close attention to the way how we're doing some of these deflections and maneuvers with the bokken. Can't stress it enough. This one's a little bit dangerous, so you guys want to go very, very slow when you're practicing this movement. And you almost want to be methodical the way how you're actually doing your deflections and stuff like that, just to make sure that you stay safe from actually being struck with the bokken. So, onegaishimasu. Okay. So with this practice, we're going to show you a couple different sword stances with this. So when Bob gets set up, I'm the attacker. So as Bob gets set up, okay, you don't typically see this in any Aikido training. Okay, this particular stance, this is almost like an offensive stance. If it was defensive, he'd be sitting back or he'd be doing this. Okay, this is almost an offensive stance as well. This stance is an offensive stance. This is going to be hard to hold. If you're holding your bokken like a baseball bat, this is not going to feel right. This is going to ride up, so you actually have to let this sit right on top of your forearm and against your bicep. Okay? And your hands can't be totally cinched on the suka. Pinky finger, ring finger, left hand is important, and then just have your fingers roll over the best that you can. Okay? You don't want this rising up, because the deflection that you're going to do with this, you don't want to take off your ear or hit yourself in the jaw underneath the mandible, so you want this close. The first movement that you're going to do, once I attack Bob, Bob is going to step back, not step back this way. He's going to draw back, he's going to step back to match his existing stance with his right foot. Then he's going to progress forward. But as he does this, this is going to turn into a suriage movement. Okay? I'm in somewhat of a hasso no kamae. There's a lot, hasso no kamae is this position, so you're on an angle. The suba is at eye level, temple level. Or you can do it this way, which is kind of like half jodan no kamae. You can do it this way, which I've seen Matsuoka Sensei do it. Anything that's relaxed on this side, that's more of an attacking posture. You're also not leaning back, you're leaning forward. Okay? So from attacking position, I draw back, he switches his footwork up. As I attack, he deflects. So from here, I attack, he deflects that. Right? He skis. As he skis, I'm going to come back with a suriage movement. Boom. Suriage movement. Now I'm coming forward again. This is a short shomanuchi cut. I might be looking at trying to cut his suka or cut him into the face. So as I do this, he does another suriage movement. Bam. At this point, this is going to be hard. If he comes straight down, I can possibly do an ukenagashi or do an ukenagashi this way and cut his neck. Those are little variables that you can do. But with this kata, as he comes down, it's a short shomanuchi cut. It's going to be fast. When it's done quickly, it's fast. This motion, again, so as he cuts, you're going to raise the sword up, and then you're going to drop your left hand with the suka and open him up, and then cut the neck. From there, you can follow through. As blood is spraying off to the right, you're dodging to the left. Okay, so one more time. So from here, I draw back, I cut, ski, cut again, open them up, and I go for the cut. If you're a little off with the cut and your partner starts to move, okay, you can do it this way, just as a variable. So from here, cut. From here, you can move this way and stop the arm. If you try to do like a dogiri is a horizontal torso cut, right? If he tries to do that, shift off to the left. Tries to shift off to the left, you can stop that from happening by stopping that movement. So when he goes to cut again, from here, when you deflect this up, you can stop that movement right away. Okay? So one more time. So, right there. And this isn't your big thing. You don't want to sit there and try to sweep the cut with the sword. It's not the idea, because that's when you're probably going to accidentally hit your partner. It's pushing the sword to the neck and then cutting. Okay? That's key. That's very important. That's one of those danger zones that I was talking about. One more time. So from here, draw back, cut. Suriage movement. Here comes the short stroke, Shomuchi cut, that's the suriages. Then from here, this is the danger zone as well. He comes down with that cut. If you miss this, or that cut is extended, this is not going to look good. Especially when you have a tumor on your head from being hit in the head with a boken. You want this motion to flick. Right? So you're using this to deflect this off. Right? And then this movement is not cutting. Remember, it's not that. It's deflecting, pushing forward. That was a little exaggerated, but the idea is pushing forward at that point, and then cut. If you want. It ends right there at the neck. We pretty much know what the end result is. Right. One more time. And you have that. If you want to follow through to where you can take him down to the ground, we'll do that slowly. From here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can move in with this and take him down to the ground at that point. Then whatever you want to do. Big thing is you want to make sure, big thing with that is you want to make sure you don't have a lot of splinters in your boken to where he starts getting pierced in the neck with wood. So be careful with that. One more time. One more show from a different angle. So that's it for this video. That one, you're gonna wanna watch 4, 5, 6, 10, 15 times. Look at the little intricate parts of the training, the techniques. Be very precise on your suriage moves, be very precise on your attacks. Remember, don't project out too far. Injuries can happen. Make sure that on that last suriage, once you do that shomen cut, that last suriage, actually it's not a suriage, but it's this flip over. You're not doing another suriage and doing this. You're getting the sword out of the way to where you get in the inside of him to where you can cut his neck. So that's it. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you.